If it's advertising, marketing and branding that interests you, you are watching the right show. Welcome to All About Ads Prime. Now, it's not been a great few days, especially in Nepal and parts of India where there have been lives lost due to the earthquake. On the show this week, we take a look at how brands reacted. Yes, the Indian government. Sumita Karir reports.
Nearly 5,000 dead, 8,000 injured. Nepal literally in a state of shock after multiple earthquakes and aftershocks hit the mountain country, claiming over 5,000 lives. Numbers that keep rising every day, a country where many are now homeless. The powerful earthquake, the country's worst in 80 years, measured 7.8 on the Richter scale. Social media was perhaps the first to catch the buzz. This was followed by expressions of grief, followed by relief and rescue. An online site, Nepal Earthquake, allowed survivors to register their names and families could post seeking information about loved ones. The Indian government showed proactiveness online, responding almost immediately to microblogging sites and social media queries. Ministers responded to tweets and directed the government machinery to aid people in distress. The Ministry of External Affairs even set up a control room to provide help and information round the clock, besides constant updates from government agencies, including the Prime Minister.
People are looking at instant solutions or instant remedies to the calamity that they're facing, and I think nothing better than social media today, because it's just within your reach at the fraction of a second.
Viber made international calling free for users in Nepal.
People today are very smart in understanding the difference between things which make a tangible difference versus things which do not. We understand at this time that communication is probably the most important in any calamity.
Let's take a quick look at the most discussed brands during the Nepal earthquake.
The recent Nepal earthquake gathered a total of 6.4 million posts on the various social mediums, 95% of which were on Twitter. While a lot of brands were quick to pitch in and offer help, it was Coca-Cola that stood out in the list of the most discussed brands around the Nepal earthquake. The brand gathered 99% positive mentions on social media platforms. Coke was followed by Viber, that made international calling free and received 87% positive mentions. Followed by Skype and Airtel at number 3. Both brands made calling free and generated 86% positive mentions. State-run BSNL stood at number 4 with 83% positive mentions for charging local rates for calls made to the Himalayan region for 3 days after the earthquake. At number 5 was Vodafone, that generated 75% positive publicity on social media platforms for making calling free.